Billions of dollars have been generated by the best business people using only cold email. That's why I spent a week studying the leaders to find out how they're using cold email to make a ton of cash so you wouldn't have to. And in a minute, I'll share everything I learned so you could go ahead and implement it today. And no, this won't be simple advice like stop tracking open rate or use quick question in your subject line. These will be actionable tricks that will boost your reply rate as soon as you apply it. So let's begin. First, we have Kevin O'Leary, worth over $400 million. That's about 800,000 Asian francs right there. Kevin's cold email advice is relatively simple. Be specific. No one is going to read paragraphs sent over email. If you want to get your point across, do it quickly, especially if you're reaching out to business people. Business people don't have the time to hear your whole life story. No, Kevin says to send 1 to 2 sentences. No more. Actually, let me quote him. Here's what I want. This is what I need. Are you interested? Yes or no? That's funny, but brilliant. Simple email with a soft CTA. Some points I've been sharing on our channel. Perhaps Kevin has learned from me. I'm kidding. While we're here, let's talk about another member of Shark Tank, Mark Cuban, worth over $5.7 billion. Mark's cold email advice is similar to Kevin's. Be straight to the point. If you have to use marketing buzzwords and add a life story or use scarcity tactics, that just proves that your product isn't good enough. The idea is to let your product speak for itself. There's no need to tell you how you got the idea to create a product, that there are only 3 slots left, and that currently the price is $50, but tomorrow it will be $9.99. The more poop you pile on top of your product, the worse it gets. After all, the main reason why people buy something isn't because it's shiny, it's because it solves a problem. So list what your product solves and what your prospects will lose if they don't use your product. That's it. Now we're getting to more interesting people. Charlie Morgan, worth tens of millions of dollars. While his net worth might be smaller than the previously mentioned guys, Charlie has a ton of experience in client acquisition space and cold email. So much so that he has built a business all around it. So it's safe to say Charlie knows what he's talking about. Charlie has a ton of videos about cold email, some of which are good and some of which I don't agree with. But we are not going to regurgitate everything he has to say. We'll just cover a few interesting things he mentioned, and those are who plus CR equals B, da plus R equals B, and in plus Q equals B. Let me explain. These are styles of cold outreach messaging. If you're sending templates, which you shouldn't, and I have pointed out numerous of times why, but if you are, you should follow these styles. First is humor plus creativity equals book calls. By using humor and creativity, you can break patterns, and that's very important. Usually, business people don't read emails, they scan them. They have 20 different quick questions, so they quickly skim through them, and because all of them are the same, most of them will be ignored, but not yours. Why? Because your email breaks a pattern. That's the beauty of being funny and creative. An example that Charlie shared was this: I want to get you 10 clients this month. Would you kill me and my whole family if I sent you more information about it? It's bizarre. You don't have to go this far, but you get the point. It breaks the pattern, it's funny, and it's definitely the email that you will remember. The other formula is tangibility plus risk reversal equals booked calls. This is also something I've talked about in the past, numerous of times. But basically, you want your offers to be tangible, meaning that you have to share a graspable result. For example, instead of saying, I'll help you do cold outreach, you say, I'll generate you 30 meetings every month. Or instead of saying, I'll manage your social media and get you 1 million views, you say, I'll post content and drive 10 extra thousand people to your website every month. You want to make sure the results you're sharing are tangible, graspable. It's something relevant to your prospect. Business people don't care about views or replies. They care about the end result, the money earned. So be specific. And also add a risk reversal. Basically, take away all the risk your client would face if they work with you and put it upon yourself. You do that by working on performance-based pay or having a refund policy. Basically, making sure your client has nothing to lose to work with you. If you fail, you lose the money, not your client. And lastly, we have incentive plus curiosity equals booked calls. Your prospect needs an incentive, a reason to reply. There has to be some value for your prospect if they reply. If not, there's no reason for them to give you their time. Let the prospect know you'll share more information about your product, or you'll share a strategy you used for a case study. If you do this paired with soft CTA, you'll get a ton of replies. And curiosity can increase that even more, simply because people are curious. Nothing to explain here. Like I said, Charlie has a ton of information about cold outreach. This is just scratching the surface. So if you want to find out more, I suggest you check out his channel. Next, Ophelia Brown is worth about $1 billion, and she shared a simple tip. Be genuine. Don't copy, paste, and send templated emails. That's exactly what I've been saying for months now. Templated emails aren't a good idea. Remember how I talked about breaking a pattern? Well, templated emails create that pattern that we should be breaking. If you're copy pasting a structure from somewhere else, your prospect will notice that it's not genuine. You want your emails to appear as if they were written for that prospect, not for everyone. You can do it manually or use Salesforge AI to write fully personalized emails from start to finish. I mean, you pick, but it's crucial to stop sending templated emails if you want to succeed with cold email. They're just awful. Also, if you found this video useful, I would like to kindly ask you to subscribe. Subscribing lets YouTube know that this is the content that you really enjoy, and it will serve you more valuable content like this. So thank you, and let's carry on with the video. Lastly, everyone's favorite, Alex Hormozi, worth hundreds of millions of dollars. This guy is a beast in all fields. There have been countless videos about Alex's cold email strategy, so I won't repeat what others have said. I'll keep it short and share 2 tips from Alex. First, the less important one, is to not exhaust your list. If you're starting out or you're testing a new message copy and have limited amount of leads, don't blast emails to all of them right away. You need to have some wiggle room to A/B test different subject lines or messaging to improve after the first batch of emails. For example, if you have a list of 100,000 leads, first contact 10,000. Adjust, improve your message, and do it again for another 10,000. So on and so forth. This way you'll get the best results over time. Because if you write a terrible email and reach out to all 100,000 leads, that's it. If you fail, you won't be able to talk to them again for like a half a year. Oh, and that's another tip. You can reach out to the same people after a quarter or two, just so you know. And the second point by Alex Hormozi is the give to ask ratio. What Alex means by this ratio is this, and this is munched down and spit out by me, I'm not quoting him. You'll make more money if you pitch more people, but you have to be worthy to offer people your services. How do you become worthy? You give. That's the give to ask ratio. Before you can ask enough and pitch your prospect, you have to give them something. This something is value. Value in form of information. If you're a nobody, you can't just come and act like the center of the universe. No, same thing goes here. Before you can pitch and ask the prospect to pay your 5K reoccurring invoices, before you tell them anything, you need to earn their respect, and you do that by giving. Today, I gave you all of this value, so if you think I'm worthy enough, I ask you to subscribe and leave a like. If not, I share a lot more value in this video right here, sharing a $10,000 per month cold email sending system. Take a look. It was me, Sam, and peace.